I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
Queen Elizabeth II passed away at Balmoral Castle in Scotland on Thursday, September 8, at the age of 96. The royal family's Twitter account announced the news of her death. A footman pinned the official notification of the Queen's death to the gates of Buckingham Palace. Flags were lowered to half-staff across the United Kingdom. The passing away of Britain's longest-serving monarch sets in motion a series of events officially known as London Bridge. Here is how the events may pan out before a full state funeral on September 18. First, Operation Springtide kicked in, and an Accession Council proclaimed Queen Elizabeth II's son and heir Charles as King Charles III, the new sovereign. Prime Minister Truss announced national mourning and a minute's silence after meeting the new king. The D-Day. According to the accounts of the plan, the day of the death is considered D-Day. A day after the D-Day, Accession Council will convene at St. James Palace and it will discuss accession proceedings of King Charles III. The council will formally declare the death of the monarch and the accession of the successor to the throne. Later, the new sovereign will hold his first session with privy councillors. A proclamation marking the accession of the monarch will then be read from the balcony above Friary Court at St. James Palace. This will be accompanied by gun salutes. After the proclamation announcing Charles' accession, the national anthem will follow, with the words changed to God Save the King. Days after the D-Day. On Saturday, the Queen's mortal remains will reach Buckingham Palace. As she died at Balmoral in Scotland, Operation Unicorn or Operation Overstudy will commence and her body will be carried to Buckingham Palace, London by royal train or by aeroplane. Then the Queen's coffin will reach the Palace of Westminster via a ceremonial route through London. When it arrives, a memorial service will take place at Westminster Hall. She will lie on a raised box known as the catafalque, and the members of the public and the VIPs will be allowed to visit to pay their respects. Meanwhile, the King will receive the motion of condolence at Westminster Hall and later begin a tour of the United Kingdom. He will visit Scotland first before going on to Northern Ireland. He is expected to visit Wales 7 days after the D-Day. The funeral. The Queen's state funeral is expected to be held on Sunday, September 18, at London's Westminster Abbey. Head of state and other VIPs from abroad will be in attendance. Later, there will be a committal service at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, a royal home outside of London, and the Queen will be buried inside King George VI Memorial Chapel.